here's the thing, right? I think that there's two types of entrepreneurs out there. There's entrepreneurs who are looking for the path to freedom, and they're looking for the quick path to freedom, and they're just going to take a course, follow the steps, find a product, do the research, and launch it. They don't necessarily have an emotional attachment to what they're building, and they're not necessarily building towards a brand, right? Maybe in the future they would expand it and think towards the brand, but a lot of times, and it's not something that they're, really motivated by or emotionally attached to. And then I think there's a second bucket of entrepreneurs who do get emotionally attached to something. They believe that this something should be in the world. They're wondering, why doesn't this exist? Maybe more of like the dreamer type, the inventor type, or just taking two things that are quite obviously successful in the world and marrying them together, which is what I've done, right? Like so many people love mural art, and so many people already love jigsaw puzzles. It's not rocket science to put the two together and help artists in the process, and also archive the work while we're doing it, right? So once it gets painted over, that's why we called it Lost Walls, is that we're able to archive it and share it with friends and family in the future over and over again. So for me, I'm the second type of entrepreneur. I was emotionally attached to the idea of how much I love mural arts, how much I love jigsaw puzzles, memories of doing jigsaw puzzles with my grandfather and my grandmother as a child, and knowing that I want to invest in something that I believe in, that should be in the world, that will help others, and that other people will enjoy, and it'll bring joy to their lives for years to come. And so that's what made me decide to do it. I started testing the idea before COVID. And so when I did the research on Amazon specifically, I realized that there was a monopoly on the marketplace. Amazon has strategic relationships with the 5 major manufacturers of puzzles around the world. So what do you see on page 1 of Amazon? You see all the generic puzzles that are mass produced, that are basically just dominating Amazon right now, because they can produce hundreds of thousands of them and sell them every year. We were not that, and I realized it was going to be an uphill battle to sell puzzles on Amazon, and that was something that at the time I knew, as a business owner who was servicing Amazon brands, it wasn't a wise choice to do, but I did it anyways, right? And so I started testing this model pre-COVID. Then once COVID hit, jigsaw puzzles naturally became one of the top selling products on Amazon. So that really forced me to kind of reboot and do a version 2.0 of what we were doing, upgrade our packaging, really make sure that we're putting our best foot forward, and look at this as a marathon, not just like a short sprint, and that we're lucky with COVID. I really want to keep investing in this in the future. And so that's kind of my philosophy on going in on your brand and how to choose your brand. We can do all the research in advance. A lot of brands come to us and they're like, can you validate this for us on Amazon? And we can pull the sales for what's going on in the industry. But at the end of the day, for a lot of brands, unless you're coming with VC investment, you're not just going to launch and be on the top of page 1. So you need to have a longer term strategy and look at it like more of a marathon.
Hey, it's Riya Mittal here. Before you leave, make sure to subscribe to SellerApp's main YouTube channel, where we upload all things Amazon and some how-to guides that will make sure that you're winning on Amazon. You will not get this anywhere else. Until the next time, happy selling.